So, are you in the mood for a nice piece of fish? And how about a potato side dish with that? I've got something for you. And that's a salmon medallion under a potato crust. Sounds good? Welcome to CALLEkocht. Action. And action. That's delicious. There they are, our main stars. Fresh salmon, and we're talking about the centerpieces. Each piece weighs 180 grams. And then, as you know, I promised you, we definitely want a delicious potato crust on top. And for that, we have 5 small, lovely potatoes here. And Carmen had the idea, let's indeed add a little bit of sweet potato for some color, for sure. Okay, that's how it should be. A bit of butter, a bit of milk, salt, pepper, nutmeg. And to make sure it stays stable later, we'll add an egg yolk to the potato mixture. We're starting with the potatoes. So it's important that you first boil the potatoes until they're fully cooked. And make sure you can mash or press them properly. Because if the salmon were already in the pan, it would be completely overcooked. But we want to put the potato crust on later. First the puree. They're done, Carmen. We're draining it. Our milk pot. A fitting lid. And the nice thing is with this spout, I can now drain my potatoes. And nothing can go wrong now. I mean, back in the day, how often did I leave my potatoes in the sink? You probably know that too, right? So we'll let them steam off here for a moment. But of course we turn off the stove. And to let the moisture escape, because we want to make a potato puree without any water. So a little drained, little steamed off. Now we're going to add a little splash of milk to the hot pot because we don't want to make a huge puree here, just a small potato crust. Grandma's dollop of butter goes in there. We already added salt. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of pepper. So really just this little, but you can hardly wait until I finally bring my nutmeg into play. And now we can basically start mashing. The important thing with a potato puree is you shouldn't stir it too much because then the potato starch gets gummy. And instead of a fluffy puree, you end up with something very extremely rock hard. Off the heat in case there's still some heat in there. That's enough. So Carmen, feel free to film in here. Our drawer. And what do we have there? Kitchen utensils. Messy. No, that's not messy, that's just right. Now we want to add an egg yolk in there. Egg yolk goes in there. Quickly stir it in. If you have several egg whites that you want to use, it's my favorite recipe, floating islands. So we have a mashed potato mixture with sweet potato. And we want to give it a try. Carmen, you want some too? Yeah, but it's hot. Blow on it. It's hot. It's so delicious. I love mashed potatoes. I'm just wondering where you were filming at that moment. Is that good? Yeah, tasty. Is there enough salt in it? Yeah, think so. And you can taste the sweet potato. Delicious. Yeah, tasty, right? Yeah, it's good. What's smoking here is the stove, the pan from underneath, but not the pan itself yet. Please don't let the oil reach its smoke point. Now we want to lightly season our fish here. Although we know that all salt is not a spice, it's a mineral. Let's add some pepper. And we do that on both sides, of course. Look at the fish. This is going to be a really nice meal. Let's add a few drops of lemon on top. I'm mostly cooking Grandma's recipes here, and Grandma always did it that way. And for me, that's an absolutely good flavor. Now we carefully place our salmon in the pan with the good side. So the top side first. That was just the lemon. And then we're going to sear it really quickly and gently. It's going to be perfectly delicious. Carmen, you can stay a bit lighter on it, so our viewers can see how quickly it actually goes.
So, let's take a careful look underneath. I think we still need a bit more color, right? So we'll wait a bit longer. So that's actually the worst part. We have with this dish. I'm turning off my stove now. Carmen, if you film from the side, you'll see how far the fish is cooked. Can you capture that? And now let's flip it over. I had this one in the pan first. Look here. That's the color we want. Off the plate. And you can really see that it's still completely raw in the middle, but it's going into the oven still. And now we're taking our potato mixture. and carefully placing it on top of our fish. The potato mixture is on top. It's going in the oven now, just top heat, and we just want to wait for it to get a little color on top. And our rack is also set all the way to the top. So we want to briefly gratin it. And now the advantages of our detachable handle come into play. Don't run away. That can happen very quickly. So something has happened. Let's get our pan handle back on. And look here. Salmon under the potato crust. And we're going to quickly take it out now so it doesn't cook any further in the hot pan. There it is, our salmon with the potato crust. And if you look closely, you can also see these little layers of protein that have leaked out. That means the fish is definitely cooked. Now let's give it a try. It's really exciting because I have just as much salmon as puree now. And both together make a wonderful combination. Really great. If you like it, do something about it. Carmen gives us a thumbs up. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. All right, and what does Carmen always say? We love you. I wanted to do that now. Bye, dear ones.